Here it is, as promised, a garden tour. So you guys can see a bit behind the scenes of what the composting is all about, and you can see where the compost goes to use, and what plants are benefiting from my diligent use of organic waste. Enjoy! So straight out the back door, this is the view you're greeted with. Some bins, but nestling just behind here, some really nice little plants. And I think I know from some correspondence I've had with my subscribers that some of you have got these grown in your gardens. I haven't planted them, they've just sort of sprouted up. So I'm gonna let them go this year and see what happens. So moving into the west facing border in the house, this one gets some really nice afternoon sun as the sun swings round. In the corner we've got, I don't know what it is, I can't even remember planting it, but it seems to have popped up just nicely there in the corner. I'm assuming they're the flowers, that whether they're actually still opening a little bit, don't know, but nice little plant. This plant here was actually given to me by another subscriber years ago, before I was famous, and they do keep coming back, maybe every other year, depending on what else I'm doing in this part of the border. But I believe they were from Wilko originally. Two little perennials here that are just starting to regrow for the in the warm weather. And then here is one of my projects, trying to create a lollipop bay tree there. This plant was about that tall when I bought it, maybe 3-4 years ago, and I've just started to trim it into a lollipop shape. So we'll see if this year, with all the new buds coming, see them there, we'll pick off the ones that are growing outwards and try and encourage growth inwards to create a sort of denser shape. So a bit further down the path, just thought I'd come and sit down to next to this plant. It's my favourite plant in the garden. It's my Alexandra Rose. Again, that was actually given to me by one of the subscribers to the compost vlog a couple of years ago now. And as you can see already, the red leaves, some really nice new growth for this year. Quite a lot of aphids knocking about. Missed that one, but you can see little families of aphids in there. You just roll them off and squash them like that. They don't stand a chance really. So moving on from the rose bush, can't wait for that bad boy to come out in a few weeks. We've got lavender, which I transplanted from another part of the garden. You can actually still see last year's flowers on there. Probably should trim those off, they're pretty broken. Let me know down in the comments section if you know about lavender. Let me know if I should be cutting off this old growth. Here's a chive. Fair play to it. I don't know if they're supposed to come back every year, but it does. Same spot, it's been there about 4 years now. It smells really nice actually. And then just finishing off this side of the garden, got big old rosemary with some nice flowers on at the minute. Smells great. And then a little bush in the corner was given to us by the people who live over the road, who didn't want it anymore. Pulled it straight out of the ground, plonked it straight in the border. This is its 3rd year in the garden now. It's growing well. So you'll all be familiar with this corner of the garden. Here's these plants that one of you identified in a previous video. I've trimmed them back, hopefully they're going to come again this year, lots more flowers. And then we've got the lawn, which is looking a bit miserable, do with a bit more sun and a bit more rain I think. So now we're on the opposite side of the garden. this is actually sort of, this fence here and that fence there actually create a lot of shade in this corner. I've put a trellis panel in there to try and encourage sun into this corner, but as you can see, still a lot of damp and generally dark conditions causing a lot of fungus to grow on the leaves of this plant. I'm tying it up against the fence to try and to help it get as much light as it can from that side of the fence, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this corner. I might try and abandon it this year. Got some tete-a-tete which are just about done. I think we're supposed to, oh yeah, it's time to dehead these. Encourage the energy down into the bulbs. That one's probably still okay. And then I've got 4 rose bushes here that really aren't doing that well considering they've been in for a few years. There is new growth on them every year, but I just don't think they get enough sun. I'm gonna have to, I might move them across the garden this summer. Some really nice leaves on this one, sort of small, very neat leaves, and the flowers are really nice, but again, just the lack of sun it gets, it's not thriving, say that much. So here we've got another lavender, some more bulbs coming up. You can see there's been loads of bulbs come up here, and then also this year, I have no idea what it is, but this bluey, purpley plant has come up. The leaves are actually covered in sort of weird hairs. If you try and grasp the whole plant and pull it out, they're almost like, not quite nettle barbs, but something sticks in your hand and irritates you. But I think these look quite nice in this sort of semi-rockery area. A couple of big daffs, still going strong. Hello everybody, remember to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And last but not least, probably the oldest resident in the garden, the only plant that's been here longer than I have, is this Acer. New leaves just coming out, ready for the summer. Beautiful colour. Yeah, beautiful tree. There are some more trees that grow behind the fence in the neighbour's garden. There's plum there, and there was another large tree that's actually left a bit of a hole there. Now it's been removed, but that's good for me. A bit more light in the garden. Hey, and who's that? You can't put any seeds down with this person patrolling, this bird. Wood pigeon, probably just waiting for me to go inside, and it'll come down and pick up any seeds I try and lay, especially grass seed. Yeah, that's it, get out of here. And we'll just leave it there then with that plane that's just gone past the moon up there. Bit early for the moon to be out, but you know, whatever. Strange times, isn't it? Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. See you next time.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way. Whenever I see